Hey everybody, it's Matt from Union Horror Movies, and welcome to day 13 of my 31 Days of Horror. Today I'm bringing you for day 13 some horror anime. Uh, there's some really good ones out there. This is actually put out by Funimation. They've done a bunch, action, horror, comedy, all different types. So with that, I bring you King of Thorn. King of Thorn is pretty much, it takes place in 2012. Where all of a sudden this woman falls off a building and she's pretty much turned to stone. Come to find out, a disease has been going around called the Medusa strain. Now the Medusa strain, no one knows how to get it or how you're getting infected, but in 3 stages you automatically turn into a statue. Kind of like what Medusa would do if you looked at her, you would turn into stone. Well, that's what this strain does. It automatically turns you right into stone, killing you. Once you get into stage 3, you're done. It's 100% fatality. So pretty much they gather up 160 different individuals, adults, children, whatnot. They're brought over to this castle, I think it was in Russia or Romania or whatnot, that they're experimenting on, where they're going to put them, they're going to cryogenically freeze them to hopefully so we could test out and experiment with this disease and hopefully cure, so when they get alive, they're good to go and save the race. There are a computer system called Amy. Amy is the supercomputer that will keep an eye on to you and monitor your vitals and everything. So, of course, you have 2 girls from Japan. They're twin sisters. Now, if I can get their names right. The one girl is chosen for the project where the other one is not. And you have Shizuki, and she is the one that's not. And then you have Kasazuri. She's the one that's picked. And she's kind of like the wimpier one. She's the nerdy one. Where the other one is, she's into sports. She's very active. Well, the 2 of them, their parents died. And, we won't be separated. We're twins at birth. We have our togetherness. And once you're done, come find me. Keep everything together. So we get a lot with the 2 girls. You get introduced to a bunch of other characters, too, throughout the introduction to the facility and everything. And, of course, everyone's now frozen. So at some point, something happens in the tube where she is ejected from. Everyone starts waking up, and the place is cased in thorns. Giant thorns all over the place. It's kind of a reminiscent of Sleeping Beauty, where she was poked, and the whole castle was put to sleep, and it was encased in thorns. Very similar. There's a lot of references, and the one girl's narrating Sleeping Beauty pretty much. So, of course, they all wake up wondering what year it is. No one knows what's going on, why they're waking up, what happened, where all these thorns come from. Well, also, upon waking up, there's these bat-like monsters that are flying around, and once they start getting people, they start attacking everybody. So, of course, there's a small chosen survivors, and they're running through this castle trying to figure out what's going on. There's other monsters involved. The elevator shaft monster was fucking awesome. That thing was badass. There's these ones they can only hear you. They're blind, but they look like devil dogs, demon dogs, and they kill you kind of like Alien. They grab you, rip your head off. They got the tongue. It's really cool, badass shit. So, of course, your chosen survivors are now trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Why is this happening? Did they get frozen? Well, there's a lot of twists and turns. The movie gets kind of confusing at some points, but it kind of makes sense near the end, kind of, at some points as well. There's some politicalness to it, but other than that, this was a fun flick. A lot of swearing, a lot of gore, no nudity or anything like that, but the storyline was pretty cool. There was a couple annoying characters, but they don't last long. They usually don't. So, but other than that, this was kind of a cool flick. This was a blind buy for me, and I'm glad I picked this up. Now, the problem is the slipcase. If you're into Blu-rays and slipcases, this will probably bother you. Here's your slipcase. Here's your Blu-ray. As you can see, it's the size of a DVD. So, pretty much, there you go. It's that. So, when you slide the movie in, it will not fall out of the case. See, there's a thing underneath that keeps it protected. I don't know why they do that. Some people like to keep all their blues together. Since this is the size of a freaking DVD case, you gotta kind of keep it with the DVDs. But other than that, you got some cool special features. Uh, the director of this, Kazuki Katamara, who directed Appleseed, The Big O, and a bunch of other things, he did this. Um, so he did have some extra features. Talking the event of cinema, Sunshine, with the director interview. There's a pilot film, original trailer, an overseas trailer, some TV spots, there's a bunch of trailers, so there's a bunch of other stuff happening in here. You get some other Asian trailers as well. So yeah, King of Thorn. It's definitely odd, but I thought it was a fun ride. It kept my attention. Again, near the end, it gets kind of weird. You're like, what's going on now? It goes back and forth between time. There's some issues with, of course, Amy, the artificial intelligence. There's a lot of weird shit going on. You think it's one thing, but it's not. So I thought that was kind of neat. So yeah, definitely recommend if you're a big anime fan, definitely check out King of Thorn. If you like horror films and horror anime, yeah, another one to check out. So guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed day 13 of my 31 Days of Horror. Stay tuned for more. And if you again, check out King of Thorn. Later, guys. Peace.